A psalm is a song or poem used in worship. The word psalm comes from the Greek word psalin, which means to pluck. That word gave rise to psalmos, which means a song sung to harp music. The strings on a harp are plucked, at least some of the time. Finally, the English word psalm means song, but usually refers to a sacred song regardless of what instrument it might be played on. David is the author of many of the biblical psalms, and he is also known as one who played the harp, although the harp he played was not like the modern harp that might be used in an orchestra. Rather, it was a small handheld string instrument that today would be called a lyre. Whenever the Spirit from God came on Saul, David would take up his lyre and play. Most modern translations use the word lyre instead of harp, so David wrote lyrics and played the lyre, or we might say he would psalin his instrument and write psalms. Today, hymns might be the word that evokes an idea similar to psalms. Today, we usually read the biblical psalms, often privately rather than sing them. While many individual psalms came out of intense personal and difficult situations, they were eventually put into a collection that was meant to be used in a public worship. The Book of Psalms is a book of songs that is sometimes called Israel's National Hymn Book. The title of the book in Hebrews is Tehillim, which means praises. It is a book of praises, but some of the psalms are written out of deeper despair and questioning. It is a book of prayers containing the writer's innermost questions and doubts, as well as their praises and thanksgiving. Some of the biblical psalms tell us the names of the tunes that go with them, but alas, those tunes are lost to us. For instance, the heading of Psalm 22 says, "To the tune of the doe of the morning." Perhaps the doe of the morning was a popular song that David wrote new words for it with spiritual consent. It is possible that the doe of the morning was a tune written specifically for this song or psalm, although there is nothing in the Psalms that would seem to call this the title. It is not uncommon for modern songwriters to put the Psalms to music, and one organization has written music for all 150 Psalms. Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another with psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit. Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord, always giving thanks to God the Father for everything, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. No doubt, Paul seems to include the Old Testament book of Psalms, but the command can also cover psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs that Christians wrote in his day and even in ours.